Yeah, I suppose that's a thing. I mean, I remember the first funding application I ever did, years ago when I worked for student radio. I think it was for 300 quid, so we could buy a new monitor. But we really needed 500 quid, but it was like, oh, but they might not give us 500 quid, let's just go 300 quid. It was for a local fund as well, actually, back down in Sturgeon. That's just about, speak to us first if you don't know what you want to apply for. What we want to see in terms of musicians, we want to see musicians getting paid the professional rate. We want to see a high quality product. If you're producing an album, we want to make sure that you're doing it with the people that you want to be doing it with, that it comes out exactly as you want it to be. So if it's going to cost more money to go to a particular studio and work with a certain producer that's going to really give it that edge, then that's fine, apply for that. We don't turn down, when it comes, I'll give you a wee lowdown on how the sort of the steps work when it comes in. An application will come in and it'll go straight to the funding team, who sort of log it and put it into the database, and then it gets sent to the head of each art form. So in my case, it will go to Ian, who's my boss, the head of music, and then he will then assign these applications to various music officers. If it's a jazz band, it might go to my colleague Claire. If it's a death metal band, it'll probably come to me. We then assess that on various criteria, write a report on it, and judge it whether it's fundable, not fundable, and a recommended amount. So if it's an album and they're applying for £10,000, sometimes we'll look at it and we'll say, yeah, they need £10,000 to make sure to get that project going. Sometimes we'll look at it and we'll say they could get away with £7,000. They don't need to be in the studio for 40 days. They could probably be in there for 25 days and they'll get the album done. And the assessor will just recommend an amount that still feasible for the project to get done. Once the assessments are done, it then goes to a panel. On under £15,000 panel meets every week. Over £15,000 meets every 2 weeks, and that's when they have a certain budget, and they basically try and fund as many of the fundable projects as possible. So, in terms of what you're applying for and how much you should be applying for, speak to us first, because we'll give you advice, and then think about your project and just apply for what you need, what will really make a difference to make the sort of project work. And if it is a really tight week, then we're not going to chuck you out because you're 200 quid more than we think you should be. So